Hey everyone, welcome to our fourth installment of Unsolicited Bourbon Review. And today we're reviewing George T. Dickel 8-year bourbon. This is a 2021 release from the Cascade Hollow Distillery, aka George T. Dickel, here in Tullahoma, Tennessee, which is about 45 minutes away. I've had this before. It's one of my favorites. It's heavy in rotation here at the house. I think it's one of the most undervalued offerings out there. I think, the MSRP is about, you can get it as cheap as 26, 27 bucks. I think I got mine for about 30. I think this is definitely changing the narrative of Dickel. It's been around a long time, the George T. Dickel Distillery. A lot of cool offerings, but I think this is an attempt to try to segue into some new popularity with the item. And I think, Nicole Austin is definitely a trailblazer within the industry. She's obviously one of the few master distillers, and not only master distiller, but general manager of the distillery. So enough about that. We'll get into the bourbon. This is a 45% proof, so this is a 90 proof pour. Again, it's one of my favorites, incredibly smooth. Mash bill is, I believe, 84% rye, 84% corn, 8% rye, and 8% malted barley, which is the classic Dickel mash bill. So go ahead, we'll open it up and let's review it. Yep, this is great smell right out the gate. You can definitely, even on the cork, smell that honey, caramel sweetness to it. Right out the gate, even for a 90 proof, this is still pretty mild. It's not really gonna murder your nostrils, with a 100 proof, 100 proof or higher. Very pleasant smelling. You definitely smell that sweetness out the bat. And we'll go ahead and give our first swirl. Again, the color is great. You can definitely tell it's 8-year. I believe this is most of these are blends for this bourbon. I don't think it's a straight up 8-year distilled, but nonetheless, it's absolutely delicious. Again, right at the gate, taste that honey, the caramel. It definitely has that peanut brittle aftertaste that's very distinct to Dickel. Dickel usually gets a bad rap for having that multivitamin Flintstones taste. I think it has to do with the minerality of how they distill, and I think the mash bill is very heavy corn tasting. Again, a lot of people love it. It's pretty polarizing, and it's either you hate or you love Dickel products, but it's good juice nonetheless. And at second sip, you definitely taste that peanut, praline peanut brittle aftertaste. Again, that vanilla, very prevalent in the second sip. Caramel, again, this is a great everyday sipper. Especially an 8-year you usually get under 30 bucks, which you can't beat. But let's rate it. So again, I'm pretty partial to this. Again, this is something that's heavy rotation in my pours. Here at the house, I would say it's a solid 7.5 out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. Again, I'm pretty biased towards it. It's one of my favorite. I know some folks are just now starting to get into it. And again, no one's really touching it. It's really easy to get. But I think as this gains more popularity and potentially win some more awards, I think this will definitely hike up the price and MSRP, and more people will be pulling it off the shelves. But If you can get your hands on it, I definitely suggest you give it a try. Again, very easy pour, very soft, not harsh on that finish. You still get that little bit of finish because it's at 90 proof, but again, it's excellent choice and definitely one of my favorites. But that'll do it for today. So again, the Dickel Bourbon 8-year of Cascade Hollow. So we'll talk soon. See you later.